Okay, I'll try and keep this quick. This just looks really silly. I'm trying to illuminate myself with a flashlight on my cell phone. Okay. Alright, so let me get this out real quick. And maybe I'm oversimplifying things. I don't know. But this is what it feels like to me. Uh, it feels like I had a slight epiphany. I know it's like 2 in the morning. But it feels like racism and bullying and, well, being a snowflake are all basically centered on, the center of it all stems from a sense of narcissism. You know, a racist will, oppress because they feel entitled to be, I'm better than the next guy. Anything you can do, I can do better. And it's such a childish concept, but then they carry that over into adulthood, thinking that's how life is. And clearly, I am the superior being. Granted, yes, having Africa be a third world country is not really helping it be viewed as, throughout all the racism and all that shit we've had over the past 100 years. But the thing is, it's like, it is such a base, like, id type of opinion of the world. It's such a simple, childish notion. It's like adults don't have that. Adults shouldn't have that. You know, if you're much an adult and responsible and a grown up as you claim, you would realize that. But, you know, why give up such a good thing that gives you a sense of, aboveness? You know, bullies feel that they feel entitled to throw their weight around. There's no consequence. They do whatever they want, you know. But the difference between bullying and racism is that bullying, you know, much like racism, is like on a not a smaller scale, but like a less defined scale. It's more on a person by person basis, but it's on a smaller scale. It's more of just more because than anything else. And snowflakes, well, they're the victims of everything. But it all stems from narcissism, a sense of entitlement, sense of me. It's all about me. I'm the awesome one, or I'm the victim. It's shine the spotlight on me, of course. So, yeah. But if I may do a bit of a, not say a fan theory, but a personal theory, I think. There was an episode of Family Matters where Eddie, the eldest son, and I think they only kept it to Eddie and um, uh, Laura, not Laura. What was her name? The Myra. Anyway, the daughter, and then I think the third girl like disappeared right around the third season or something like that. Anyway, um, when Eddie was pulled over and he says, "Why?" And the dad asks him, "Say, why were you pulled over?" He says, "Well, because I was a black kid in a white neighborhood." It's like, I thought to myself, it's like, are you sure? Because your character defines that you're still like a teenager. You're at least a young 20-year-old. So it's like, and the cop was like a bit biased, if anything. But I think the racism was only in the cop's mind and Eddie's mind. It wasn't about race. I believe it was because he was driving while young, or teenager, or a young 20-year-old. He hasn't had that car for very long, or driving for very long. Yeah, I know, almost, constantly being killed by imaginary red trucks. Um, so he hasn't mastered it. And so I think he was just driving while young, which is not abiding by all the rules properly. He hasn't gotten all of it down. So when he was pulled over, I think it was just because later on in life, I believe he was just because he wasn't a good driver yet. But, you know, these imaginary things, these lines we create in the world to create order and then, superiority, these things we invent in order to feel good about ourselves. we are understanding order in the universe. We're creating order in the universe. We draw the lines, we draw the boundaries. But anyway, these imaginary concepts are what's in their head. And really, it's just a new driver. That's it. That's my theory on it anyway. But it's a sticky situation, when you apply these concepts to life, and you make things more complicated and difficult than they really are. We all have problems. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Then we introduce the concept of culture, and then people saying, well, that's that problem, or it's this person's problem. It's like, no, we all have problems. But anyway, yeah, that's all I got. It's 2 in the morning. It's not very much that I have in the way of enlightenment. Oh, reference. One of the best episodes of children's cartoons about, well, bullying and thus racism was the episode of Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy wishes that um, everybody was the same on the outside, because the down the street or next door neighbor who was a dentist, I think, very famous voice actor, but he was kind of bullying Timmy, and then when Timmy wished, he gave Timmy reasons like why. So he says, if I wish that everyone was on the same on the outside, when he met him again, he says, I'm the best me because I'm me. So therefore, and Timmy found out, like, wow, it's not about the outside, it's about the inside. This guy's an asshole. Basically, he's just a narcissist. That's it. He thinks he's special, so therefore he is, even though everyone is exactly the same. They're like weird blob-looking things, or octopi or something. So because of that, it told a very profound lesson about bullying and racism and narcissism. So check it out, see if you like it. And if you disagree, I'm sorry. It's 2 in the morning. I'm not exactly very clear-minded right now, but I hope this has all come across as rather profound and somewhat enlightening, and maybe you've gotten some gears in your head moving. I hope. Alright, I'm going back to watching Sense8 now on Netflix. Take care and enjoy the rest of 2020, and see you all again. Bye.